I want to talk about a heavy topic today and talk about the versatility of the show as well. First of all, I'm Joel Elliott. I'm stuck currently in Huntsville, Alabama, which is the top of that orange blob there of Alabama, which is weird that they make Alabama orange because those are Auburn colors, but everybody knows that it's the Crimson Tide. Roll Tide! Roll Tide! Roll Tide! That's a thing that happens in Alabama. I'm sorry. My name is Joel Elliott. I'm here with a penguin. That's a penguin. That's a penguin hanging out there with that guitar. I'm not going to explain all that. I'm not going to explain it. There's a Radiolab podcast that'll explain that. And this is a metaphor. And the penguin, you know what? I'm not going to explain all that to you. Some things are not for you to know. This show, jdgaf, stands for, Joel doesn't give a fuck. But I didn't name the show Joel Doesn't Give a Fuck because there are a lot of things in this world about which I give a fuck. For instance, today's topic is race. On a show which, because of this episode, it is Joel Does Give a So today the topic is race. The topic is race. I care, about it. Even though race doesn't actually exist within the realm of science, like it's a social construct. It's a way that we use to divide people into categories. But there's nothing. Honestly, go ahead and argue with me if you wanna, but there's nothing scientifically to prove somebody is black or white or Asian or whatever. There are differences, yes. Genetically, we're all the same, and then the race is just something that we do to help sort people. But okay, I made a ranty Facebook post, and I wanted to read that to you because it's something that's important to me, and I felt you should know that this is a thing. It's kind of regarding hoodies. I wear a lot of hoodies. I like hoodies. They make me feel secure. Here's the Facebook post regarding race, about which I give... All right. Good morning, facefolk. I like to call my Facebook friends facefolk. Good morning, facefolk. One thing I find funny about hoodies is that it's the only type of clothing that you can wear that increases your connection to the community. Anytime a paranoid white person calls the cops on a black guy, he's wearing a hoodie. Every time the Huntsville cops go looking for that hoodie-clad hood, and they see me downtown, they have this weird cursory conversation with me. It's happened so much that I have a general patter prepared for the occasion. This is true. These are true things. When I was walking home from the hospital just recently, 2 cop cars pulled up to the square where I was catching my breath. They said, "You know why we're here, right?" And I said, "Of course, it's because I have a Def Jam bomber jacket on." And they said, "Yeah, someone called in and reported that someone in a hoodie was hanging around the ATM downtown." Again, I'm just relaying a true story here. The whole conversation was entirely non-threatening because there was an undertone of, "You and I both know we're looking for a black dude." I smiled and chatted and laughed with them, while inside I died a little, knowing that the only reason they were treating me so nicely was because of my light complexion. When I was entertaining the police, a black homeless guy named Jonathan, found him afterward to share a couple cigarettes and talk about his story. He walked over to me and the 2 cops and volunteered that he was just walking around downtown and picking up shorts for people who have money. Shorts are cigarettes that people have discarded on the ground, and poor people pick them up. The smart poor people empty them out into a bag and then roll them up in other paper so it's not so gross that they're smoking your cigarettes. But anyways, thanks for throwing your cigarettes out your cars. Poor people appreciate that. Shorts is what they call them. So Jonathan walked up to me and the 2 cops and said, "Hey, I'm just down here picking up shorts. I'm not, I'm cool, all right." He just proactively was, because he saw the cops and I were laughing and chatting it up, and he was like, "Oh, this is a good time to check in." So he checked in. He felt he had to. Jonathan. He's a nice guy, Jonathan. The cops were at ease, and they just shrugged him off and said, "That's fine, man." It's the fact that Jonathan knows how our country works and figured that when the cops are done laughing with the white guy, they're likely to have a much more stern interview with the darker complected homeless guy. So he came over to get it out of the way. That saddens me. That fact. That feeling. Seeing Jonathan go through that is what made me sad. Racism is over in America? If you really believe that's true, fuck you and your stupid face. For real. You should invite some easily searchable Google statistics to have sexual congress with your brain, give your brain a cigarette after it climaxes, and realize that as far as racism in America is concerned, this country's just getting started.